Life's seasons change, and so does our style. It's not just about trends anymore. It's about celebrating ourselves, our journey, our growth, and the amazing bodies that have carried us through so much. After 60, things might shift a bit. Your waistline might be softer, your curves gentler, and those clothes that used to fit perfectly might not feel quite the same. But guess what? Style isn't just for the young. Real elegance is about knowing yourself and dressing to celebrate your life, not hide it. We'll share 6 easy tips to help you look and feel amazing, comfortable, confident, and graceful, without stressing about your waistline. If you're looking for a little more ease and radiance in your wardrobe, this is for you. Let's do this. 1. Choosing the right silhouette. As we move gracefully into the later chapters of life, one of the most empowering realizations we can embrace is that true style does not demand youth or perfection. It simply asks for understanding our changing bodies, our evolving needs, and the deeper elegance that maturity brings. Choosing the right silhouette becomes less about following fleeting trends and more about honoring who we are today. When it comes to dressing beautifully after 60, selecting the right shapes and cuts is not just a matter of fashion, but a gentle and loving act of self-respect. Our bodies change, sometimes subtly, sometimes significantly. Waistlines may soften, shoulders may slope a little more, and once firm lines might now curve with a new tenderness. This is not something to be hidden or regretted. It is a visible story of the life we have lived. Instead of struggling against these changes by forcing ourselves into uncomfortable or ill-fitting styles, we can choose silhouettes that work with us, that highlight our natural grace and offer us the ease we deserve. The beauty of the right silhouette lies in how it creates a natural harmony between the garment and the wearer. Rather than clinging or cutting, it flows and flatters. One timeless silhouette that proves universally flattering is the A-line. With its gentle flare from the shoulders or bust downwards, the A-line silhouette skims lovingly over the midsection, hips and thighs, creating a sense of movement and softness. It acknowledges and accommodates changes without emphasizing them, offering a structure that feels stable yet never restrictive. Whether in the form of a simple dress, an elegant skirt, or even a tunic, the A-line embraces the body's natural flow, allowing the wearer to move freely, comfortably, and confidently. Similarly, garments that draw a natural vertical line, such as long, softly tailored coats, open cardigans that fall below the hip, and dresses with subtle seam details, help to elongate the figure and create a graceful visual line. These pieces do not try to alter the body, they simply accompany it, supporting a silhouette that feels easy, balanced, and poised. Another wise choice is embracing pieces that softly define rather than sharply cinch the waist. A peplum top, when chosen thoughtfully, offers a hint of waist definition while maintaining comfort, drawing the eye outward without squeezing or compressing. Empire waist dresses or tops that gather slightly below the bust are also beautiful options, as they accentuate the upper body and allow the fabric to flow gently downward, creating an effortless and feminine look. The key to mastering silhouettes after 60 lies not in hiding the body, but in celebrating it with kindness. Choose clothing that fits well at the shoulders, bust, and neckline. When these areas are structured correctly, they automatically give the impression of a tailored, elegant appearance, even if the waistline is not sharply defined. Fabrics play a role here as well. Choosing materials with a soft drape, not too stiff and not too clingy, allows silhouettes to maintain their intended shapes without emphasizing every contour underneath. It is equally important to recognize that the right silhouette should feel as good as it looks. If a dress looks beautiful on a hanger, but makes you tug, adjust, or feel self-conscious once it is on, it is not the right dress. Comfort must be part of the equation, because true elegance is inseparable from ease. Clothing that aligns with the natural movement and energy of your body will not only flatter your figure, but also enhance your posture, your carriage, and your overall sense of self-assurance. There is a quiet confidence that comes from stepping into a room feeling completely at ease in what you are wearing. It is the kind of confidence that does not need to announce itself loudly, yet is felt by everyone around you. When you choose silhouettes that respect your body, you send a silent but powerful message. I honor who I am today. I dress for the woman I have become, not for the woman I used to be, and certainly not for any arbitrary societal expectations. In the past, fashion often encouraged women to mold themselves to the clothes, squeezing, lifting, reshaping to fit an ideal that was often impossible to maintain. But true style, especially in the golden years of life, is about allowing the clothes to mold themselves to you. It is about choosing designs that follow the gentle curves of wisdom, that celebrate the strength and softness that coexists within you. Structured yet forgiving silhouettes, flowing lines, and thoughtfully placed seams can all contribute to a wardrobe that feels like a true extension of your spirit. Ultimately, choosing the right silhouette after 60 is about so much more than appearance. It is an act of self-care, a daily reminder that your beauty has never been about a number on a tag or a reflection in a mirror. It has always been about the light you carry within you, the kindness etched in your expression, the dignity in your bearing, and the life experiences that have shaped you into the remarkable woman you are today. When you choose to dress in a way that embraces, rather than denies, these truths, you walk through the world differently, not hidden, not diminished, but elevated by your own authenticity. So the next time you stand before your closet, do not ask yourself, what will make you look younger or slimmer? Ask instead, what will make me feel radiant today? What silhouette will help me move through my day with grace and confidence? What garment will honor the body that has carried me through so many seasons of life? And then choose accordingly, with joy, with tenderness, and with pride. Because real style, the kind that never fades, is not found in the pursuit of perfection but in the acceptance of oneself fully, deeply, and without apology. 2. Choosing the right fabric. As we journey gracefully through life, the relationship we have with our clothing naturally evolves. What once seemed fashionable simply for the sake of appearance now yields to a deeper need for comfort, authenticity, and true elegance. After 60, we no longer dress to impress others. We dress to nurture ourselves, to express who we are with quiet confidence, and to move through the world with grace. One of the most underestimated but powerful secrets to achieving this effortless elegance is choosing the right fabric. Fabric is more than just the material from which our clothes are made. It is the foundation of how we feel in what we wear. It can either lift us, supporting our movement and enhancing our comfort, or it can weigh us down, restricting and highlighting things we would rather soften. Learning how to choose the right fabrics becomes not just a style decision, but an act of self-care. When it comes to dressing beautifully after 60, the texture, weight, and drape of fabric can either be our greatest allies or our quietest adversaries. Stiff, shiny, or clingy fabrics often do little favors to a mature body. They can catch at places we do not want emphasized, reflect light in ways that draw unnecessary attention, or restrict our natural movement, making us feel more self-conscious than free. Fabrics like thin jerseys, glossy polyester, overly elastic spandex, and stiff, unyielding cottons tend to cling, crumple, or create harsh lines against the skin. Instead of flowing with our shape, they fight it, and the result can be discomfort, both physical and emotional. No woman at any age should feel at odds with her own clothing. The beauty of choosing fabrics wisely is that the right materials work harmoniously with our changing forms. They skim rather than squeeze, they drape rather than cling, and they move in step with us rather than trapping us inside them. Soft natural fibers like modal, bamboo blends, rayon challis, brushed cotton, and fine wool knits bring a gentle, breathable touch to the skin. They offer an elegant drape that enhances the silhouette without forcing it into an unnatural shape. These fabrics provide a soft structure enough to suggest shape and line, but they do so with kindness and grace. They whisper over the body instead of shouting. Beyond the technical properties, the emotional comfort of the right fabric cannot be overstated. The moment you slip into a garment made from a fabric that moves with you, that caresses instead of constricts, there is an immediate shift not only in your posture, but in your spirit. You breathe easier. You stand taller. You move with more ease. Your clothing stops being a source of worry or adjustment and becomes a quiet support, a second skin that reminds you of your inherent worth. When choosing clothing, consider doing the hand test. Gently gather the fabric in your hand and see how it falls. A fabric that drops with a soft curve, that feels light yet substantial, that rebounds without stiffness, will likely drape beautifully over the body, offering both comfort and polish. Seasons, too, influence fabric choices. In the warmth of spring and summer, lighter fabrics such as soft cotton blends, linen with a loose weave, breathable bamboo, and lightweight silk blends offer coolness and movement. These fabrics allow the skin to breathe while maintaining an airy elegance. In the chill of autumn and winter, cozy but light materials like brushed wool, modal knits, and soft ponte fabrics provide warmth without heaviness. They envelop the body like a comforting embrace, providing coverage while still allowing for a flowing silhouette. Texture is another quiet but powerful tool. Smooth, matte finishes tend to be more forgiving and flattering than glossy or shiny surfaces, which can inadvertently highlight bumps and curves. A subtle ribbed knit, a lightly textured crepe, or a softly brushed fabric can add visual interest without overpowering the body. They bring depth and sophistication to simple designs, making even the simplest outfit feel considered and refined. It is important to remember that choosing the right fabric is not about hiding flaws or masking reality. It is about working with who you are now. It is about allowing your clothing to echo the softness, the wisdom, and the depth you carry within you. A well-chosen fabric invites the world to see not just your outfit but your spirit. It signals a self-acceptance that is far more radiant than any youthful trend or flashy embellishment could ever be. The emotional resonance of the right fabric is profound. It connects to memory, to comfort, to a sense of being at home within oneself. Think about the difference you feel when you slip into a crisp, uncomfortable blouse versus a soft, flowing tunic that moves with your every gesture. The first may feel restrictive, the second liberating. That sense of liberation is the very essence of what style should become after 60. Not a pursuit of perfection, but an affirmation of self. Choosing fabrics that allow your body to be comfortable, to move, to breathe, is a way of honoring yourself. It is a way of saying, without words, that you deserve ease. You deserve beauty that does not demand sacrifice. You deserve to wear clothes that feel as good at the end of the day as they did when you first put them on. And you deserve to be seen, fully and proudly, in all the stages of your journey. So as you explore your wardrobe or shop for new pieces, let fabric be your guide as much as color or cut. Feel the texture between your fingers. Let it rest against your skin for a moment. Notice how it moves, how it flows. Imagine yourself wearing it not just for a moment, but for a full day of living, moving, laughing, sharing, being. Choose the materials that make you feel alive, unrestricted, and radiant. Because after all, true elegance is not rigid or forced. It is soft, it is free, it is gracious. And the right fabric, chosen with love and respect for the woman you are, has the power to remind you of that every single time you get dressed. Your body, with all its history and beauty, deserves nothing less. 3. Using color wisely. Color, when chosen thoughtfully, becomes one of the most powerful yet subtle tools a woman can use to express her inner beauty, especially as she moves gracefully into her later years. Beyond trends and fleeting fashions, color possesses the extraordinary ability to uplift, soften, elongate, and enhance our natural presence. After 60, embracing color is less about following rigid style rules and more about learning how different shades interact with our evolving features and how they can be used to reflect the vibrancy and depth we carry inside. The art of using color wisely lies in selecting hues that complement our complexion, hair tone, and personal spirit, while also supporting the silhouette in ways that feel elegant, effortless, and true to who we are today. As time passes, our skin often softens and loses some of its former contrast, and our hair may lighten into beautiful shades of silver, white, or soft gray. Rather than resisting these changes, we can celebrate them by choosing colors that harmonize with this new natural palette. Muted jewel tones, gentle pastels, rich earth colors, and classic neutrals often become the faithful companions of mature elegance. Shades like soft teal, deep burgundy, navy blue, gentle lavender, moss green, and warm taupe tend to bring out a glowing warmth in the skin without feeling harsh or overwhelming. Wearing colors that are too bright or too cold can sometimes wash out the complexion, making us look tired or drained, while overly dark tones without balance may feel heavy. Finding that sweet spot where the color feels alive but also grounded is key. Another magical aspect of color is how it can gently shape the way our figure is perceived. For example, wearing a single color from head to toe, known as a monochromatic look, can create a long, uninterrupted visual line that elongates the body, bringing a sense of effortless sophistication. Imagine a beautiful navy tunic, paired with slim navy pants, or a soft dove gray sweater worn with matching trousers. This approach is particularly kind to the silhouette, helping to smooth and lengthen without the need for tight tailoring or uncomfortable compression. It is a way of using color to create presence and poise without ever feeling confined. When adding variation, thoughtful contrasts can be incredibly effective. Darker shades placed strategically, such as on the sides of a dress or in panels that draw the eye inward, can subtly suggest shape and definition without the need for restrictive cuts. Meanwhile, lighter or brighter shades can be used near the face to lift and brighten the overall appearance. A soft blush pink scarf against a simple charcoal blouse, or an ivory jacket layered over a muted teal top, naturally draws attention to the face, where expression, wisdom, and inner light truly reside. Patterns, when chosen with care, also offer opportunities to use color to our advantage. Vertical stripes, for instance, encourage the eye to move up and down rather than side to side, contributing to a lengthening effect. Watercolor florals, abstract brush strokes, and soft geometric prints in harmonious colors can add movement and interest without overwhelming the figure. The key is to favor patterns that feel airy, balanced, and proportionate to the body. Very large, loud prints can sometimes dominate a petite frame, while tiny, clustered patterns can make an outfit feel overly busy. Medium-sized, well-spaced designs tend to offer the most flattering result, blending beauty and subtlety in a way that supports rather than distracts from the wearer. Accessories also allow for playful yet sophisticated use of color. A richly colored scarf, a bold but elegant handbag, or a pair of shoes in a contrasting yet complementary tone can inject life into an outfit without requiring a complete overhaul. These small touches of color act like brushstrokes on a canvas, adding depth, character, and personal expression. They allow you to tell your story in a way that feels fresh and joyful, but always grounded in refinement. Importantly, using color wisely after 60 is not about retreating into safe, neutral tones out of fear. It is about being deliberate, being aware of how different shades make you feel, and choosing those that mirror the energy and serenity you wish to embody. It is about letting go of rigid style dogmas, the ones that insist black is always slimming, or that bold colors are only for the young, and instead trusting your own evolving taste and intuition. Sometimes, it may mean embracing a soft butter yellow cardigan on a sunny day, simply because it lifts your mood. Other times, it may mean reaching for a deep forest green sweater that feels as comforting as a walk through a quiet wood. The colors you wear should serve your spirit, not the other way around. Perhaps most beautiful of all is how color can serve as a language without words, signaling openness, warmth, confidence, or serenity. A soft sea blue blouse can whisper calmness. A rich wine red dress can speak of strength and passion. A creamy, elegant ivory coat can convey quiet dignity. Through color, we create impressions that linger longer than fleeting trends or seasonal fashions. We offer glimpses of who we are, of the lives we have lived, and of the vitality that still pulses strongly within us. There is no need to be afraid of color as we age. If anything, there is even more reason to embrace it. After all, color reflects life itself, its seasons, its richness, its complexities. Dressing with color becomes a way of affirming that we are still vibrantly engaged with the world around us, still willing to be seen, still eager to express joy, courage, and curiosity through every fiber of our being. So when you open your wardrobe tomorrow, let your choices be guided not by the fear of standing out, but by the desire to glow from within. Let your clothing be a celebration of everything you are not diminished, but deepened by time. Allow soft blues, tender mauves, warm caramels, and rich sapphires to remind you of all the beauty that lives in the gentle maturity you carry. Trust that when you dress in colors that make you feel radiant, that radiance becomes visible to the world. It is not the color that wears you. It is you who brings the color to life. True style after 60 is not about disappearing into beige invisibility. It is about stepping forward with grace, wearing the shades that echo your laughter, your resilience, and your peace. It is about claiming the full, vivid spectrum of your experience and allowing it to shine outward in the colors you choose each day. Because you are not fading. You are blooming anew, in a palette as rich, complex, and breathtaking as the life you have so beautifully lived. 4 accessories. As we journey through life, gathering wisdom and experiences, the way we express ourselves through clothing naturally evolves into something richer, more intentional, and infinitely more personal. While the foundation of style often lies in the choice of silhouettes, fabrics, and colors, there is an element even more powerful that ties everything together: the artful use of accessories. For women over 60, accessories are not merely embellishments. They are storytelling pieces, expressions of individuality, and quiet affirmations of elegance and confidence. Understanding how to choose and wear accessories thoughtfully allows us to elevate even the simplest outfit into something that feels entirely our own, reflecting not only outer beauty but the richness of the lives we have lived. Accessories have the magical ability to shift the mood of an entire look with very little effort. A simple dress or a plain blouse can be utterly transformed by the addition of a well-chosen necklace, a scarf that seems to dance with every step, or a pair of earrings that catch the light just enough to draw attention to the eyes. After 60, this magic becomes even more meaningful, because it is not about adding clutter or distraction, but about choosing with discernment, selecting pieces that resonate with who we are today, that honor the grace and poise we have cultivated over time. Accessories allow us to introduce texture, movement, and personality into our outfits without the need for drastic changes or overwhelming alterations. They are the brushstrokes on the canvas of our daily presentation, small but powerful. One of the most timeless accessories for mature women is jewelry, particularly pieces that draw attention to the face, where expression and warmth reside. A delicate pendant resting just above the heart, a strand of pearls glowing softly against the skin, or a pair of simple yet elegant earrings can frame the face beautifully, encouraging others to look into the eyes, the true mirror of the soul. Jewelry does not need to be large or loud to make an impact. In fact, often it is the subtler pieces, those chosen for their meaning or their quiet refinement, that leave the deepest impression. Rings that commemorate a journey, bracelets that tell a story, heirloom pieces that carry family history. These are not just adornments, but tangible reminders of connection, resilience, and love. Scarves, too, hold a special place in the world of accessories for women over 60. A lightweight silk scarf draped casually around the neck, a soft woolen wrap thrown over the shoulders on a crisp morning, or a colorful cotton scarf tied with effortless grace can bring softness, color, and a sense of artistry to an outfit. Scarves are uniquely versatile, capable of adding dimension and movement to even the most structured clothing. They can be used to introduce gentle patterns, create flattering vertical lines, or simply add a touch of warmth and comfort. Choosing scarves in colors that complement the complexion, or in patterns that feel joyful without being overwhelming, allows a woman to frame her face and upper body in a way that is both flattering and expressive. Handbags and shoes also play a quietly powerful role. A well-constructed handbag in a neutral tone like taupe, soft gray, or navy can serve as an elegant anchor for many outfits, offering both practicality and style. Shoes, chosen with an emphasis on both comfort and aesthetic appeal, help complete a look without ever sacrificing ease of movement. As we mature, prioritizing shoes that offer support becomes essential, but support need not come at the expense of beauty. Loafers in supple leather, ankle boots with low, stable heels, ballet flats in rich suede. These choices speak of a woman who values her comfort as much as her sense of refinement. Hats, belts, and eyewear can also become signature elements of personal style. A softly structured hat can add an air of sophistication while providing practical protection from the sun. A carefully chosen belt, perhaps worn loosely over a tunic or dress, can hint at a waistline without feeling restricted. Elegant eyeglasses or sunglasses not only serve an important function, but can also frame the face, highlighting bone structure and adding an element of chic composure. These are not afterthoughts. They are intentional choices that weave together function and beauty into everyday life. The most beautiful thing about accessories after 60 is that they allow a woman to tell her story without ever saying a word. They reflect her experiences, her passions, her values. They can be playful or serene, bold or understated, modern or vintage. There are no rigid rules. There is only the gentle art of listening to oneself and choosing pieces that resonate with the heart. Sometimes it may be a vibrant silk scarf that reminds her of a trip to a beloved city. Other times it may be a pair of simple silver earrings that catch the morning light in just the right way, bringing a small, private smile. In this stage of life, accessories are not used to impress others or to chase fleeting trends. They are used to affirm oneself, to add depth and dimension to daily living, and to remind the world and oneself of the enduring vitality that shines from within. Moreover, accessories provide a beautiful opportunity for flexibility. On days when a woman wishes for simplicity, a single, well-chosen piece can be enough to complete her look. On days when she feels playful, layering a few more elements can allow her to experiment, to enjoy the creativity of dressing without any sense of urgency or obligation. Because when style is rooted in self-respect and self-celebration, every choice becomes a gift rather than a chore. Ultimately, the secret to using accessories well after 60 lies in intention rather than abundance. It is not about piling on items, but about selecting a few meaningful pieces that enhance rather than overwhelm, that feel connected to the person wearing them rather than disconnected from her spirit. It is about allowing space for each piece to breathe, to complement the clothing, and to frame the beauty that was never lost but has only deepened with time. When accessories are chosen with this sense of purpose and joy, they cease to be mere ornaments. They become extensions of self, a whispered poetry that accompanies each step, each gesture, each smile. Every woman deserves to feel beautiful, powerful, and authentic at every stage of life. Accessories are a simple but profound way to support that feeling. They are small daily affirmations that say, I am still here, I am still vibrant, I am still me. So whether it is the soft swish of a scarf, the subtle glint of a bracelet, or the comfortable elegance of a favorite pair of shoes, never underestimate the transformative power of accessories chosen with care. They are not the embellishments of style, they are the language of it. 5. Investing in quality basics. As we grow older and move into the richer seasons of life, there comes a natural shift in how we approach style and self-expression. Fashion in youth may have often been about exploration, experimentation, and chasing trends, but with maturity comes a deeper understanding of what truly matters. Dressing well becomes less about impressing others and more about aligning with an inner sense of self-worth and grace. In this journey, one of the wisest and most empowering choices a woman over 60 can make is to invest in high-quality wardrobe basics. These are not the fleeting pieces that come and go with the seasons, but the timeless foundations that form the backbone of a wardrobe, offering endless possibilities, ease, and elegance with every wear. Investing in quality basics means choosing garments that serve you faithfully, day after day, year after year. It is about valuing yourself enough to select pieces that are made with care, with materials that feel good against your skin, and with craftsmanship that endures beyond passing trends. A beautifully tailored blazer, a well-cut pair of trousers, a crisp white shirt, a perfectly draped dress, and a classic, comfortable coat. These are not just items of clothing. They are companions for your daily life, reliable and quietly powerful in the way they help you show up in the world with confidence and poise. There is a distinct beauty in simplicity, and when you have high-quality basics in your wardrobe, you do not need an overflowing closet to feel stylish. You only need a few thoughtfully chosen pieces that mix and match effortlessly, that carry you through different seasons and occasions with grace. The right pair of tailored pants, for instance, becomes a cornerstone that can be dressed up with a silk blouse and elegant jewelry, or dressed down with a soft knit sweater and comfortable flats. A well-made trench coat becomes more than outerwear. It becomes a signature of your enduring elegance, protecting you from the elements while enhancing every outfit you wear underneath it. The magic of investing in quality basics also lies in how these pieces respect your body. Garments crafted with attention to detail are cut to flatter, to skim over the body with kindness rather than constrict it with rigidity. They are often designed with better linings, better seams, and better fabrics, all of which contribute not only to their longevity, but also to their comfort. When you wear a blouse that is cut just right, with a fabric that breathes and moves with you, you feel at ease. You no longer tug at your clothes, adjust them constantly, or feel the need to disguise discomfort behind forced smiles. You simply move, live, and shine without distraction. Choosing quality over quantity is also an act of mindful living. In a world that often encourages endless consumption, the decision to invest thoughtfully reflects a deeper appreciation for sustainability, for craftsmanship, and for valuing what we truly need over what we are told we must have. It is a way of stepping out of the cycle of impulse and into a more deliberate, grounded relationship with our belongings. Each purchase becomes a conscious choice, a statement of respect for the artistry of clothing and for our own self-worth. There is also a quiet confidence that comes from knowing your clothes will not fail you, that when you reach for that navy blazer or those perfectly fitting jeans, you will not be second-guessing your appearance. You will feel anchored, polished, and authentically yourself. High-quality basics allow you to simplify your wardrobe while expanding your possibilities, freeing up mental space that would otherwise be spent worrying over what to wear. In their quiet way, they affirm your dignity, your maturity, and your unshakable sense of self. It is important to note that quality does not always mean extravagantly expensive. It means thoughtful. It means paying attention to fabric, construction, and fit. It means choosing garments made with natural fibers when possible, selecting pieces with strong, clean seams, good drape, and classic lines that do not chase the latest fads but instead honor timeless elegance. Sometimes it is better to have one perfect cashmere sweater than 5 mediocre ones, one impeccably cut pair of trousers than a closet full of pants that never feel quite right. Moreover, high-quality basics have an incredible ability to adapt and evolve with you. They provide a neutral canvas upon which you can layer your personality, your accessories, your mood of the day. A simple black dress can become dramatically different depending on whether you pair it with a colorful scarf, a pearl necklace, a denim jacket, or a soft cardigan. A great pair of neutral slacks can take you from a casual lunch to an evening out, with nothing more than a change of shoes and jewelry. Basics are not boring. They are endlessly versatile, offering you freedom and creativity without ever feeling overwhelming. There is profound wisdom in recognizing that elegance often lies in restraint. It is not the complexity of an outfit that makes it beautiful. It is the way it fits, the way it moves, the way it complements the person wearing it. High-quality basics allow your true self to take center stage. They whisper refinement without shouting for attention. They become an extension of your presence, rather than a distraction from it. Ultimately, investing in high-quality basics is about valuing yourself enough to choose what truly serves you, not just today, but for the life you are continuing to build. It is about dressing with respect for the woman you are, a woman shaped by decades of wisdom, love, triumphs, and transformations. It is about recognizing that you deserve clothing that supports your life, not complicates it, that enhances your light, not dims it. As you curate your wardrobe, think of it as curating a life, choosing the pieces that bring you joy, that offer you ease, that allow you to move confidently through the world without the burden of constant adjustment or concern. Choose pieces that feel good on your skin, that move when you move, that remain strong and beautiful even after many seasons. Choose clothing that grows more precious, not less, with time, just as you yourself have done. Because the truth is, you are not at an age where you need to prove anything to anyone. You are at an age where you deserve to be celebrated for who you are. And your clothing, your high-quality basics, should be a part of that celebration, a quiet, beautiful testament to a life well lived and a future still filled with promise, hope, and radiant elegance. 6. Posture and presence. As we grow older, the way we move through the world begins to carry even greater weight than the clothes we wear or the accessories we choose. Style, at its most profound level, is not simply about fabric or color or cut. It is about presence. It is about the way a woman stands, the way she carries herself, the quiet assurance that radiates from her when she feels at ease within her own skin. After 60, posture and presence become not just important but essential. They are the invisible threads that weave through every outfit, elevating even the simplest look into something memorable, something magnetic, something deeply beautiful. Good posture is not about stiffness or formality. It is about alignment, about balance, about holding oneself with a sense of dignity and pride that has nothing to do with arrogance and everything to do with self-respect. When a woman stands tall, shoulders relaxed but strong, chin lifted slightly, and gaze steady, she sends a message to the world without uttering a word. She says, "I am here. I am confident. I am proud of the journey that has brought me to this moment." No piece of clothing, however luxurious, can compensate for a lack of this kind of presence, and no modest outfit can diminish the effect when it is present. As bodies change with time, maintaining good posture becomes both more challenging and more vital. Muscles may weaken, joints may stiffen, and habits formed over decades can either support or undermine our natural alignment. But the beauty of posture is that it can be gently, lovingly nurtured at any stage of life. Simple daily practices, stretching, mindful breathing, walking with awareness, can help reconnect us to the natural grace that still resides within us. It is not about perfection, but about intention, about choosing each day to honor our bodies not only through what we wear, but through how we inhabit the space around us. Presence is the soul's posture. It is the way we fill a room, the way we make others feel simply by being fully ourselves. Presence is cultivated through self-acceptance, through living with a sense of purpose, through carrying the knowledge that we are worthy of being seen, heard, and respected exactly as we are. When a woman over 60 walks into a room with her shoulders back, her eyes clear, and a gentle smile that speaks of resilience and kindness, she embodies a kind of beauty that no amount of youth could ever replicate. She becomes a beacon, not because she is shouting for attention, but because she is radiating authenticity. There is a direct and beautiful connection between posture, presence, and how clothing is perceived. The same outfit can look entirely different depending on how it is worn. A simple dress, well-fitted and made from quality fabric, comes to life when worn by a woman who stands tall and moves with ease. Accessories sparkle not just because of their material, but because of the light carried by the woman who wears them. Color becomes more vivid, lines become more graceful, and every element of style falls into place when anchored by a strong, serene posture and a vibrant, centered presence. Dressing becomes a much more joyful, effortless experience when it is built upon this foundation. Rather than dressing to conceal perceived flaws or to chase after external validation, dressing becomes a celebration of self. Clothing is chosen not to hide but to highlight, not to disguise but to express. When posture and presence are prioritized, every garment becomes more flattering, every color more harmonious, every accessory more meaningful. Because they are all extensions of an inner elegance that cannot be faked or forced, it must be cultivated from within. One of the quiet truths about aging gracefully is that presence often matters more than perfection. In youth, much emphasis is placed on smooth skin, slender figures, and external symmetry. But as we mature, true beauty shifts inward. It is reflected in the way we listen, the way we smile, the way we carry ourselves even in silence. Lines on the face become maps of laughter, tears, and wisdom. Softness in the body becomes a reminder of the life that has been lived. Presence allows us to honor these changes, to wear them like the badges of courage and growth that they are, rather than trying to erase or deny them. Posture and presence also have the remarkable ability to influence mood and emotion. Standing tall with shoulders back and heart open signals to the brain a state of confidence and calm, even when we may be feeling uncertain or vulnerable. Moving with intention and grace invites a sense of inner peace that radiates outward, touching everyone we encounter. In this way, posture becomes not only a physical expression, but a spiritual one, a daily practice of living from a place of gratitude and strength. For women over 60, cultivating posture and presence is not about fighting aging, but about embracing it fully. Stepping into the fullness of life with all the power and beauty that has been earned through decades of experience. It is about recognizing that every step, every movement, every quiet moment of stillness is an opportunity to express dignity, joy, and authenticity. It is about letting go of old insecurities, releasing the need to apologize for taking up space, and choosing instead to inhabit our lives boldly, beautifully, and unapologetically. In the end, the clothes we wear are important, but they are only the surface. It is the spirit beneath them, expressed through posture and presence, that truly defines our style. A woman who carries herself with pride and compassion, who stands with the quiet power of someone who knows her worth, transforms everything she wears into something special. She does not need to chase trends or force herself into uncomfortable garments. Her style is a reflection of her spirit, an outer manifestation of an inner truth that cannot be dimmed by time. Every day offers a new opportunity to practice this living art, to pause, stand tall, breathe deeply, and remember, I am here, I am whole. I am worthy of beauty, comfort, respect, and joy. And then to dress accordingly, not out of obligation, but out of celebration. Because true elegance is not about what the world sees on the surface. It is about what radiates from within, carried on every breath, every glance, every step. And for the woman who lives in this truth, age is not a limitation. It is a crown. Hey there! So, we talked today about dressing after 60. It's not about hiding, it's about celebrating you. Pick clothes that are comfy and move with you, fabrics that feel amazing, colors that make you happy, and accessories that show off your personality. Stand tall, walk with confidence, and let your clothes reflect your inner glow. Real beauty isn't about your size, it's about your heart, your life experiences, and your strength. So next time you get dressed, don't worry about fitting old standards. Ask yourself, how can I honor myself today? How can I dress for the awesome woman I am? You deserve to feel beautiful, just as you are. If you liked the video, subscribe, share it with a friend, and join us next time for more tips on dressing well, living confidently, and enjoying every part of your life. Keep shining. The world's a better place with you in it.